I'm Kevin Linderman, and I wanted to show you guys around my new Mallett Premium building. And one of the other things I wanted to talk to you about today was how impressed I was with Mallett as a company. I'm a pretty particular person, as you're probably going to be able to tell when you look at the inside of the shop, but I couldn't find one thing to complain about. All the crews showed up on time. They did exactly what was expected. They cleaned up after themselves. They finished in time, and I couldn't be more satisfied with the whole process. Mallett Building updated my text messages every so often. Mallett Building would text me the updates on what was going to happen next the whole time, kept me abreast of the latest developments. So I would give Mallett Buildings a 10 out of 10. One of the things that I was the most concerned about when I went to order my building was, is it going to be big enough? What size do I actually need? I ended up purchasing a 40 by 80, and the front 20 feet is the awning that you see. So the enclosed building is 40 by 60. And so come on, I'll show you around and you can see what actually fits in a 40 by 60. So I do different industrial steel projects. You can see I have a lot of big industrial equipment, and I have plenty of room to get around. I even have room to set things on the floor if I have a really large project that doesn't fit on the welding table. And then in this back corner over here is where I have all of the automotive. Wash my truck, put diesel exhaust fluid in. This is also where I keep my bolts and screws in this gray cabinet, and I decided to go with shop air. So I have 3/4 inch air running throughout the whole shop. This is my sharpening station if I need to sharpen a chainsaw or work on any small engines. And then you can see my wood shop is on this side over here. Now you can tell about how much better the metal side looks than the wood side. I'm more of a metal guy than a wood shop guy. Right here, I developed a paint booth because no matter what project I do, I'm gonna end up painting it at some point. And so this is air conditioned. There's double doors in case I have a big project I need to bring in, but I have air ran in here and air conditioning, and this fan vents the fumes outside. You can see I have the 3 lights so I don't get any shadows. This room is 8 foot by 12 foot. And then this room over here is our craft room, mainly for my mom. This room is 12 foot by 14 foot. And it's also air conditioned. And it's still a little bit of a work in progress. I still have to do my dust collection, which you see sitting here, but it's not hooked up yet. And then this will eventually be cabinetry, where we will have a miter station and some drawers to store things. Still a work in progress. I did install a bathroom facility here, mainly for mom again. But we have an in-shop bathroom. I'm a big coffee guy, so we have a kitchen with a coffee maker and refrigerator. And then up here is the sink and also the mechanic area. If I need to turn any wrenches, I can do that from here. So thanks for looking around, guys. I am so happy with my shop, and I really appreciate the opportunity to show it to you.
At Mallett Buildings, we've been proudly serving our community for over 25 years. When it comes to building structures that last, experience matters. You've probably seen some companies offering long warranties, 10 years or more. But here's something important to consider. Can a company without a long track record truly back that up? It's easy to make promises, but what really counts is the ability to deliver, not just now, but 5, 10, or even 20 years down the line. If a company hasn't been around for very long, what happens if they go out of business before the end of their 10-year warranty? What happens to your warranty then? The answer is simple. You're left with nothing. No support, no repairs, no protection. You've essentially been robbed of the protection you were promised. At Mallett Buildings, we've been here for the long haul. with over 2 decades of experience. We have an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau and countless satisfied customers who can tell you, when we say we offer a 10-year workmanship warranty, we've proven it time and time again. And if something goes wrong years from now, we'll still be here, ready to make it right. Our customers trust us because we don't just build structures, we build long-lasting relationships. We use only the highest quality materials, kiln-dried, ground-treated lumber, and MCA ground-treated posts with lifetime warranties. That's why our buildings are designed to stand strong for decades, and why we can confidently stand behind our warranties. And don't forget, we're a state-licensed contractor with licensed engineers right here in Louisiana and Texas. We don't cut corners, and we adhere to the highest standards, ensuring that every building we construct is built to last. When you choose Mallett Buildings, you're choosing a company with real credentials, real experience, and a proven commitment to quality. We've built for families, businesses, farms, and more, all with the same dedication to excellence that's been our hallmark for over 25 years. So when a company tells you they're offering a long warranty, ask yourself this: where will they be in 10 years? If they disappear, so does your warranty. Here at Mallett, you know we'll be here, just like we've always been. At the end of the day, a warranty is only as good as the company that stands behind it. Choose the name that's been trusted for decades. Choose Mallett Buildings. When you're ready to invest in a building that lasts, call us and let's get started. At Mallett Buildings, we've been proudly serving our community for over 25 years. When it comes to building structures that last, experience matters. You've probably seen some companies offering long warranties, 10 years or more. But here's something important to consider. Can a company without a long track record truly back that up? It's easy to make promises, but what really counts is the ability to deliver, not just now, but 5, 10, or even 20 years down the line. If a company hasn't been around for very long, what happens if they go out of business before the end of their 10-year warranty? What happens to your warranty then? The answer is simple. You're left with nothing. No support, no repairs, no protection. You've essentially been robbed of the protection you were promised. At Mallett Buildings, we've been here for the long haul, with over 2 decades of experience. We have an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau and countless satisfied customers who can tell you, when we say we offer a 10-year workmanship warranty, we've proven it time and time again. And if something goes wrong years from now, we'll still be here, ready to make it right. Our customers trust us because we don't just build structures, we build long-lasting relationships. We use only the highest quality materials, kiln-dried, ground-treated lumber, and MCA ground-treated posts with lifetime warranties. That's why our buildings are designed to stand strong for decades, and why we can confidently stand behind our warranties. And don't forget, we're a state-licensed contractor with licensed engineers right here in Louisiana and Texas. We don't cut corners, and we adhere to the highest standards, ensuring that every building we construct is built to last. When you choose Mallett Buildings, you're choosing a company with real credentials, real experience, and a proven commitment to quality. We've built for families, businesses, farms, and more, all with the same dedication to excellence that's been our hallmark for over 25 years. So when a company tells you they're offering a long warranty, ask yourself this: where will they be in 10 years? If they disappear, so does your warranty. Here at Mallett,
Hello, Lee Mallett from Mallett Buildings. We're going to have a great show today. stay tuned, don't leave. I just saw a post on Fortify. I'll be getting it later in the program. I'll get to that. We're going to have a nice little conversation about this new post they got. So let me get started. Remember, today, by the end of the week, the Elite building has a free electrical package on a 30 by 50 by 12, and also got a 40 by 60 by 12, and you get $1,000 if you price. Well, Mr. Harris, you already got cash on the board. You're in. You come on down, Mr. Harris. I'm going to have one of the building specialists. They're paying attention. They're going to give you a call right now. They'll be talking to you. Now, this is what you get in an Elite building. And just today, I've added something else that's very important, because we're going to be talking about concrete and different things. Going forward on an Elite building, I'm now going to add control joints. Do you know what a control joint is? A control joint is going to do the same thing as an expansion joint. We basically go in when the concrete's still green, maybe a day, 2 days later, or a week, but we go in. We pop lines. We put 10 by 10 cuts about, say a 1/4 inch throughout. And what does that do? That slab can flex. So I've bought several machines now. We've added that to the Elite building. Control joints now are free with the Elite building. We offer them on the other 2 buildings, and guess what? I'll probably offer some specials going down the road with that. I highly recommend it. The problem you have with this concrete, understand if you don't have a compacted pad, and even if you have a compacted pad, you still can get some hairline cracks. But what happens, if we put these control joints in, and if I had in other words, we're going to put that in 10, there'll be control joints cut every 10 by 10 or 10 by 12. Now that it can flex, so that if you happen to get a void underneath there or it expands, that it can move. I mean, understand it's a big old slab, it has no flex. But when you put the control joints, it now can flex up and down a little bit. And if it does crack, it's a straight line and you can't even tell what happened. Okay? So that'll be free on this building going forward. The Elite building now has something that nobody else is doing that either. Maybe they'll try to compete with me, but we'll see. But look, get you $1,000 type in cash, Tiger Cash today on both those sale buildings, okay? Let's go next. All right, we're going to talk about that price match. That's when we get to Fortify, we'll be talking about the word price match. Anyway, if you recall, don't pay more for less. Well, folks, you're going to pay more for less if you buy with these people. Why? Because on a price match, I'll take $1,000 off. Get Tiger Cash, that's $2,000 cash I'm going to take off these prices. I'm going to give you the electrical package. And look here, 1 10 by 10, I'm going to give you 2 10 by 10s. Don't pay more for less. And Baldy talking about these guys, 10-year workmanship warranty, and they only been in business about 3 or 4 years. How can you do that, folks? Every time I see this ad, it just blows me away. Now, I'm also going to put concrete in the holes, and I'm also going to give you the cable retention system free, on top of giving you $2,000 in cash. On top of, and don't forget, I'm going to give you free roof and wall insulation. That's why they don't price match me, because they can't compete with me. We'll get to the next. I can't wait to get to that point, because let me tell you something. I've been in business 25 years in the construction side. I've been in business since I was about 14 years old, and I'm still in different businesses. But the bottom line is, I will tell you that my BBB has a A+ rating, and I've only had 1 complaint in 3 years, and I fixed it. And so when I'm kind of teasing a little bit to when I get where that's going, because they're going to say, well, I don't do price match because I serve quality and all this and all that. Well, wait till I get to them. I'm going to fix them up on that statement. Nope. Yeah. Nope. Mr. Tim, can I get those cuts on my pour this? You got it, Mr. Tackett. The control joints will serve as expansion joints, and it's just cuts. And you can fill those in. That's an important part. And the Mallett Elite will come with that. And I highly recommend it, all 3 buildings. And all these guys that are selling you slabs, if you run it helps you stop having possible problems. But if it does move, it's a straight line. You don't have all that jag all over the place. Okay? Existing slab. So I had a customer. Let's see what this one's. Existing slab. This is going to be, yeah, I'm going to address, I think Mr. Vaccaro, hopefully he's watching. I told him that I would talk about existing slabs. He has an existing slab. And on his existing slab, What? Well, man, Mr. Tackett, I feel the same way. If y'all get a chance, y'all need to watch our video that we have with Mr. Tackett. He's got some more information I'll work on hopefully by the end of the week. But let's get back to this. We have someone, Mr. Vaquero, who has an existing slab. So I got this picture of an existing slab. The problem is, I can go to the next slide. Okay, two things can happen, Mr. Vaquero. I could attach it to the slab with some type of anchoring system, but then we run into the problem, these anchoring bolts are going to rust. And eventually you won't have any power here. Okay, I don't like that. Okay, I can cut a hole in that existing slab. I can drill, I can go down. I prefer this over this, okay? But when I cut that hole, I have to figure out a way, I got to somehow dial into these here so that when I re-pour this, and then I was told that whoever did this job for you did a bad job. With the overlay, we could fix that. Now there's three ways to do this. Anchoring, I totally not for that. We can cut a hole, I can do it. I really don't like that either. I prefer to come on the outside, go back to the slab. I prefer to come out here on the outside, maybe a foot, drill down and make your building a little wider. Okay, then I can dial into this slab, okay, and I can do some things to support that to give you a wind load. I can't give you a wind load on the other two. I can give you a wind load when I do this, okay? And that's the three options that you have. If your concrete's bad that they poured, we can come in and when we do the overlay, we'll just fill in this gap. You won't even be able to tell it happened. Now, while I got you here, if you're looking at this, you were looking at a 32 by 50, a 14 by 30, and I'll tell you what existing, okay, pour over benefits, and you're located in St. Francisville. But I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'll tell you the three options. I highly recommend the outer piece. It's going to cost a lot of money to cut those holes through that slab. You probably got footings if you're putting a steel building. Glad you switched from steel to wood. Better deal. Better to come right here on the side. And I'm going to tell you, I'm looking at your quote sheet that he gave you. And I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I am going to, if you come in this week and you buy, based on that quote you're looking at right here, I'm going to knock off any of the three that you want. You come back in and I'm going to give you those 3 walk-through doors for $1,200. Hear Mr. Vaccaro? If you have any questions, ask me right now. But I'm willing to, if you come in this week on that building, they gave you a quote, I'm going to give you 3 walk-through doors. That's called a tiger deal. Hope I've answered your question. Next one. Whoa, let me back up. So you see, Mr. Vaccaro, we can cut, and then we set these posts. This is a cable retention system, folks, which we use in all our buildings. But anyway, we can come in and we can cut into your slab and do that. I don't like that. I can do it. I really can't wind load that because I can't get enough meat in there like I really want to hold it. But come out another foot or two, I can drill a 24-inch, I can drill a hole to anchor that baby down. May take more concrete, but I can figure out a way to anchor your building down. Whereas cutting in there, I don't like, and then we're just going to come back and you won't even tell we did it. And so remember, Mr. Vaccaro, you can get $1,200 plus the Tiger cash. If you jump in here, you get it. Or did he give it to you? He already gave you $1,000. He gave you the Tiger cash. I'm going to give him 3 walk-through doors. Hey, Fortify, you don't like that price match, huh? Because I can will and deal. You know, I get a kick out of that. Wait till we get over there. Y'all see, you need to stay tuned. We're going to get to them shortly. Let's go. All right. Concrete slabs, microfiber reinforced. All right, this one's going to be a little more complicated. Right there I have Mr. Is that Mr. Corbin? No, that's Mr. Keelan. Yeah. That's Mr. Keelan. All right, so Mr. Keelan had some questions. All right, 2 for you. Okay. I still have concerns about concrete. How much it cost to dig beams to set rebore? I will purchase. First of all, Mr. Keelan, you don't need any footings. The weight is transferred to the post. I'm going to talk about the microfiber concrete versus steel in a second. But I want to tell you, all of the, we're going to put the whole building up, then we're going to put the slab. There's no weight on your slab. Okay? So when you ask about a chain wall, it would serve no purpose. I mean, if you want to put one, you can put one, but it's not going to serve any purpose because I put the concrete up, the whole building's up. So the whole building is sustaining itself. It's not sitting, it's sitting on top of the slab like a steel building or buildings of that nature. Now, I know I can get the 8x8 post cheaper. Well, the price he gave you on the 8x post was not just the cost of the post, that's also installing an 8x8. Those 8x8 posts are a little harder to handle, and so we have to charge for that. So you might be able to get them cheaper, but the problem is you still have to charge you to put them up. I don't think you can get them cheaper than me, but if you can, that's fine. But then there would have to be a charge to handle those bigger posts because my crews are not used, they're used to handling 6x6s. We can do it, but there would be a charge. That's why I think you got to figure in that price. That includes the labor to install those big posts. The last thing you have here is, I'm just trying to get this, 4 people in the neighborhood. Okay, let's talk about that rebar. I like to use microfiber. Okay, this is from the National Ready Mixed Concrete Association. I went and researched, I got at least 3 or 4 sources that I'm going to quote to or show you today why I use fiber, even on my own buildings, and I'm going to show you at the end of this presentation 4 12,000 square foot buildings with fiber. These are commercial buildings. So let's just get started. Okay, why use synthetic fibers? Reduce plastic settlement cracks, plastic shrinkage cracks, increase toughness and impact resistance, provides energy absorption. Microsynthetic fibers typically are at a higher dosage rate, can be used for crack control in hardened concrete or temperature shrinkage reinforcement in some applications. I'm going to go through this stuff with you, and then I'll come back. So go to the next one. This is from the NRC. Okay, reduction of concrete cracking as a result of plastic shrinkage, an alternate system of non-structural shrinkage, temperature reinforcement with documentation. Greater toughness and resistance to impact, internal support, cohesive concrete steep inclines, shotcrete slip form placements. Reduction of concrete cracking as a result of plastic settlements, applications where non-metallic materials are required. And then we go to the, this is an engineering group. Fiber reinforced concrete may be effective when high tensile strength or low cracking are desired. We all require, or we all want that. Or when conventional reinforcement cannot be used. It increases the impact strength of concrete, reduces fracture formation, and leads to a higher strain capacity of the composite material. Microsynthetic fibers are utilized in industrial projects to increase the durability of the concrete. These fibers made of synthetic materials are long and thick in size and may be utilized as a substitute for bar or fabric reinforcement. Okay, next slide. There's a pile of things. How much wind can you take? Can you be built tall enough to take living quarters? Yes, sir, we can. Yeah, I can engineer to go. Our Mallett Buildings come with 145 mile an hour wind load. Yeah, Mr. Taggart, he's jumping in there too. Okay, now go to the next one. I'm going to go to that next one. Okay, this is from the American Concrete Institute. Okay, I want you to, and maybe it's the next one. They say the same thing basically. Okay, control cracking. Fibers can prevent the occurrence of large crack widths and are either slightly or permeate water and can damage the inner. It's engineers, let me tell you, just look at it like this. If I pour concrete with wire mesh, unless those concrete finishers pull it up, and I mean, it's got to be pulled to the center of the concrete, it's useless. If it lays on the ground, you've got nothing. And once the concrete's on top of it, it's hard to tell what happened. You may have some spots where the finishers walked on it, forgot to pull it up, so you run into that problem. Same thing with rebar. Typically with rebar, you're going to put them on stands. Okay, and let's say you laid out a grid of rebar. If they knock a stand off while they're pouring the concrete, once again, it drops to the bottom, and so it serves no purpose. What I like about the fiber, it's mixed thoroughly throughout the concrete into the truck. Okay, you get a way better mix, and it's throughout the concrete, and that's where you get the binding, is because it's everywhere. Okay, now that's my reasoning. That's why I prefer to use the fiber. But if you listen to and there's another one I'm going to tell you that the next one that's going to do that. But once again, look what it's talking about in using fire to prevent cracking. Go to the next one.
That's it.
Well, no, go back up. It's this one. Okay, here we go. Let me find it. Right, here we go. Look. if you read this, the currents of large crack widths that are unsightly or permit water or contaminants to enter. Then it says, causing corrosion of reinforcing steel or potential deterioration of concrete. There's the problem. I thought that wording really made me say that that's really what you need to be concerned with, is if it cracks, water gets in, the steel deteriorates, and then you can still get some weakness. Go to the next one. Okay, I told you in the beginning, we poured these yesterday. We poured 24,000 square feet. Each one of these buildings is 12,000 square feet, 60 by 200. It's all fiber. This is all commercial. I hope this puts your mind at ease. If I didn't think that that was the best thing to use, there's no way that I would do that on this job. Okay? Now, I hope I've answered your questions. If you have any other questions, type in and ask me, or you're welcome to call me anytime you want. But I want to look at your deal, and I know that and I want to tell you that the biggest thing is what I just did. Your building's going to come with control joints. All these Mallett buildings are now going to have these elite buildings, and I think they told me that's what you're looking at. I'm going to put control joints. This is going to have control joints. Okay, those control joints are going to create a system where that big slab is not one slab. It can flex. It's in section. It can give a little. It can give a little. It can do this. Imagine, this baby ain't going to give. Now this is on a compacted pad. It had compaction tests done, so we feel comfortable. But even when you do that, you still can have hairline cracks. But when you put the control joints, if a weakness occurs, it's right there. It stops right there. It's straight. It's not. It doesn't look like a crack. It looks like an expansion joint. But if you have to replace it, you're going to replace this at 10 by 10 or 10 by 12. If it came to that, instead of replacing the whole slab. A little insurance policy goes a long way. And control joints are now what we're going to be putting into place on all our elite buildings. They're available in the other two buildings, but I'm going to make them part of our package. Once again, my competitors need to just sit back and watch as we go. Because we continually improve our buildings. We're continually trying to make things right and make it the best building in the United States of America, not just Louisiana. Okay? I hope I've answered your questions, but I want to do something for you here this afternoon. I'll tell you what, Mr. Killian, I'm going to give you a tiger deal today. You buy that building with me this week, before the end of the week, I'm going to give you those 8x8 posts. That's a $3,150 savings for you, sir. I hope I'm helping you. Give me a call. We want to work with you. And then we got the last one. Oh, wait, let me go. Where am I going? Let me talk about the savings plan. That's good because that's what Mr. Carbon wants to know. Mr. Carbon's out of, well, where's he at? Ethel. Okay, let's talk about the Mallett savings plan. Go next. Next one. All right, Mallett savings plan. What that is, you're going to come here, you're going to pick your building, we're going to help you design it and all that stuff and say, that's what I want. Good. But you say, look, I won't get my cash for 2 months, 6 months, 1 year, 2 years, whatever it is. You can lock down the price of that building with $3,000 down, price protection for 18 months, 3 months extensions available after that, 0 interest, and pay as little as much as you want during that time frame when it's available for you. You're going to get your building. You're going to make your payments if that's what you want to do, but you're not paying any interest. And your building it's done. It's coming. Your dream building is coming to you at some point when you say you're ready to go. Instead of, the other deal, you're going to say, look at it like this. You're going to save, on average, by the time you do design, by the time you get the permits, by the time you build a building, that's 2 or 3 months. You can lock this baby in at 0% interest. And when you're ready to buy, when you feel like you get the cash come in, you hit an all well, whatever, but your building is there. We've designed it. It's ready to go. My competitors have tried to copy me as everything they do. But be careful of my competitors because they ain't been in business long enough to stand by anything they do. What's this? What you got here? How deep do you set your posts? I thought I heard you say use the plastic sheathing for the post. Can you speak on this? Yeah, the post protector is 5 feet. Oh, there you go. It's not a plastic sheeting, Mr. Bro. It's an actual, the post slides in this baby. This is a 500-year material. There's a weep hole down here, so if water gets in, it drains out. Okay? So the post slides into it. Yeah? There's a bottom. Yeah? See these ribs? That's for uplift protection also. Okay? Wait, keep going down. Wait, where's he at? Give me back to him. Okay, typically we go 3 to 4 feet depending on what size post or what the engineers want us to do. So 3 feet minimum, sometimes we go down to 4 feet depending what the engineers are engineering for. But this is a post protector. The post is in the ground but not in the ground. Imagine that. And this 3 foot in the ground makes it so strong because all the posts are now anchored. So what happens, this much is going to be out of the ground. Yeah? Then I hope I answered your question, Mr. Bro. So it's not sheathing, it's it's called a post protector. So, oh, my man threw it up there. So right before I came on, is that the last one?
Yeah, so far.
Okay. So today, I guess because I've been pushing the price match, they decided that they would run this little article. And it says, one finish in DeRidder, another building complete DeRidder, one action. Well, I do 13 a week. I don't know what y'all are doing. I ship out 10 to 12 of them buildings every week, and my crews are putting them up. So is that a big deal? Not for me, it's not a big deal. You want to get the expert, come buy from me. Now, this is what I find interesting. With over 100 years experience on staff in the metal industry. You notice he said metal industry, not the building industry. Two different things. Yes, they have been around that, but they're not builders. In fact, they're out of state, and they didn't get here till 2019 when they bought out Reed's Metals. Right there. Got that from the Secretary of State? Secretary of State. Easy. Everything I do, I document. Secretary of State. Yet they're telling you, or trying to convince you, we have 100 years of experience, yada, 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 yada. That's not true. Not as builders, you don't. In fact, y'all didn't even get licensed. Y'all are not even licensed as we speak today. You're nowhere to be found on the LSOBC site. So, folks, you need to watch the wording that people use. Now, let's keep reading here what they said. We want to earn your business and build your project together. We do too. With one goal, and that is for you to be satisfied and happy with your project. With the greater service, great materials, and great people. We do too. That is how we achieve that goal time and time again. Oh, we don't need a price match. You see, this was written because I am willing to do everything they said, plus price match them, and do tiger deals. And I think they're just a little scared to put them prices up there because I'll beat them. Now, let's take something here about this. Wait, back up. He says, we want to earn your business and build your project. One goal, that's for you to be satisfied, happy with your project. Great service, great materials. Great service and great materials, great people. Well, folks, here we go. Where's it at?
Left. Cornerstone.
Cornerstone owns 45. Now remember, they want great service, great materials, yet they have 413 complaints in the last 3 years. 202 complaints that closed in the last 12 months. Go back to what they say. With great service, great materials, and great people. Well, how did they get so many complaints? You got mine? 1 complaint in 3 years, 0 complaints the last 12 months. So not only am I going to give you great service and great materials, because I think that's the real tail of the deal, I'm willing to get you the great price. It's called price match. And I give tiger deals. But I thought it was kind of funny that they watch me apparently. I hope you guys are doing okay. Competition is good. I like it. The Tiger's on the roll. All right, let's talk about these cells. I got a free electrical package on a 30 by 50 by 12, Elite 40 by 60, 55. Tiger Cash gets you 1,000 off, and I've just added control joints to every Elite building. My competitors aren't doing that. You guys better get ready to add some more people to y'all's teams because we are at it. Go to this. This is what you get. They don't give you this. They're not going to put their posts 9 feet, 3 foot. They're not going to give 5 on 12 standard. And they just don't have all this, folks. I bet they don't have 24 access. They don't. In fact, they're not even open on Saturdays. Fortify. I am. I'm open 24/7. You can call me anytime. That's customer service. Okay? I use only #1 kill drive in all my material. That's great material. I've been doing this for 25 years in Louisiana. I'm from Louisiana. I'm not from Delaware or wherever they're from. I pay sales tax. I give back to the community. In fact, you know, if they want to start matching me up when I go around the community, they're welcome to come, but get ready to spend some money. Because we give it back a lot. And we need to do one so I can show you just how many people we try to help. Why? Because we give back to the community. I don't give a roof. That's not what I do. I do my deals on the buildings here. I give back to education. I give back to schools. I give back to kids. I support them heavily. 4-H, you name it. I support these people. But the problem here is they've come into my state and acting like they've been here 100 years. Really? They ain't been here no 100 years. And they ain't been building for no 100 years. Hell, they didn't buy Reed's till 2019. And I don't know how long Reed's been here, but they ain't been here as long as me either. I think they were maybe 7 or 8 years ahead of me. So they're not even, none of them are close to, they try to be what we are. That's impossible. You know why? Because just like today, we've added something to make the building better. We're not just trying to sell you a building or materials. I'm constantly trying to improve my buildings. Get ready. There's a new material coming. I told you all that. I about got that deal done. We'll be putting grand beam on these metals, and I will completely change this industry. Okay? So anyway, what do we got left? Well, let's talk about this. This is what you get, folks. $1,000. You type in cash, I'm going to knock $1,000 off these buildings, these 2 sale buildings today. Hit it again. What you got next?
Price match.
Price match. Hit it. I like to hit that price match. They don't like it. But let me tell you what they need to do. I'm waiting for my email. What's that about? Okay. I want 30 bucks. Sell you 12. Yeah, right now.
Jared's selling it.
Jared's on it?
That's his special.
Okay. We're going to tend to that for you, sir. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. So let's go back over the price match, which Fortify, putting their little deal. Why? Because they don't want to get into competition with me. Let's go. I'm on here every day. I go head up. I got no problem with competition. That's what makes us great. Competition. But let me tell you something. Why don't they want to price match head up with me? I'll tell you what, I'll make a better deal with you. If you want me to go to your house and them to come to your house at the same time, let's get it on. But you'll buy that building from me by the time I finish with them. Because folks, I've been doing this too long. Look, you can spend your money where you want, but you have a choice. You can spend your money with someone who has a proven track record, who's from Louisiana, don't have 500 complaints, approximately. And we build the best building. They don't put, my building, the Elite building is more expensive, not because of price, it's because of what we put in the building. So, like I said, we're selling these buildings right now. We're still running this price match. I've been waiting for them to do something new, but they haven't done it, so I guess I got to keep popping them on this one. Remember, $2,000 cash, less than that. I'm going to give you an extra roll-up door. I'm going to put roof and wall insulation. Put concrete in the holes, which you do in all the buildings. And I'm going to give you the cable retention system. He ain't got all that. I got the electrical package. I offer a 10-year warranty, but I've been in business 25 years. He's been in business 4. I mean, we match it. And I'm going to tell all my, you get it out there. You put an ad out there, I'll tell you I'm going to do this. I'm going to rip you, I'm going to tear you apart. So put them out, let's go. Hey, folks, it's good for you. You get the best deal, right? All the competitors want to, let's compete. Let's quit playing this game. Let's see who can really run here. I'm game, I'm ready. I didn't get no call back either. I offered to let Southern and me split the deal at Iowa High School this year. I hadn't heard a word back on that. It only cost them $5,000. I give them $10,000 every year. That's just one that I do. But they're from Iowa, so let's work together. Be good competitors, but we help the community. Let's see if they respond. I doubt it, but I've made the offer. Let's see what they do. Okay, Mr. Bro. Thank you, Mr. Bro. I look forward to meeting you. All right. So, look, Friday, Jeff Scarborough. That's his building we built for him. He will be here live Friday. I'm bringing in my live customers here for you to hear them talk, not just, I have more reviews than all of them put together. So I've decided to bring them on live. I had Dr. Linderman here last week, last Friday. He also got to stay at Calistoga. I spent the night at our place and spent some time with him. I enjoy my customers. I appreciate my customers. But let me tell you, Jeff will be here. By the way, let me give a couple. Jeff's got a couple of things. I think running a few commercials. He owns Scarborough's salon, and he's also, what's the other company?
Pharmaceutical company, I forgot the name.
And he's got a pharmaceutical company he just built. Hey, give him some business, good God. But he's going to be here. We're going to be here Friday live with me, and we're going to talk about this beautiful building that I've gotten so many comments on. I mean, it's a gorgeous building, and we're proud. We're very proud of that. We like Jeff, and he'll be here Friday. What else we got?
That's it, but I got one more thing to you.
What you got?
This is the guy, Killen, Tyler's customer. He owns a barbecue restaurant in Texas.
Who's this?
The guy you helped out, Killen,
Really? Look at this.
this is a barbecue place.
Well, where's he located?
Right there, I think I highlighted for you.
Pearland. That's on the other side of Houston. Well, look at this. Hey, Mr. Keelan, look, we're giving you a little promo, people. Y'all need to go visit them. When I go to Pearland, oh, yeah, you got a nice place.
We need to go.
We need to go. We need to check you out. Do you cater all the way to Iowa, Louisiana? Yeah, hey, Mr. Keelan, Texas Barbecue. He's in Pearland's, Woodlands. He's in 3 locations. Wow. That's impressive, Mr. Keelan. Whoa, look at this. Oh, look at his barbecue pits.
It's a nice commercial.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'm definitely going to go see you, Mr. Keelan. That's beautiful, folks. You get a chance, y'all go see this man. I can tell by everything he's doing. It's first class, top notch. Looks like great. Looks like he uses quality meat. He's got a quality facility. But anyway, folks, thank you all for listening. Hey, if you need a building, give us a call, 337-214-0428, or you can call me, the owner, 337-214-0428. I wonder if what is the name of that? No, not
Fortify.
Fortify. See, I've already forgot their name. I wonder if you can reach Fortify, the owner, on a Saturday or Sunday. You can reach me. You can reach me. And I'm here Saturday till noon. And hey, if you make an appointment, we'll be here Saturday all afternoon. You make an appointment, we're going to serve you when it's convenient for you. Okay? Remember that. If you want to come here Saturday at 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, whatever it is, my guys will stay. You want to come Sunday morning, Sunday afternoon, depending what you want, my guys will do it. Now, another way that my competitors get left in the dust. We work. We don't mind working because we want to earn your business. We really do. Well, look, thank you all for listening. I'll be back tomorrow at 4 o'clock, 337-515-2154, or call the office, 337-214-0428. Once again, thank you all for listening. Have a nice night. Hey, competitors, good luck to you too. Competition.
Cut.
I will beat anybody's price by $1,000, apples to apples. I don't care if it's a kit, I don't care if it's a bill. Give it to me, let me compete. All you're doing is saving money with that offer, but I don't care what it is. Give me a shot at it, and I'll beat them by $1,000, apples to apples. I will beat anybody's price by $1,000, apples to apples. I don't care if it's a kit, I don't care if it's a bill. Give it to me, let me compete. All you're doing is saving money with that offer, but I don't care what it is. Give me a shot at it, and I'll beat them by $1,000, apples to apples. I will beat anybody's price by $1,000, apples to apples. I don't care if it's a kit, I don't care if it's a bill. Give it to me, let me compete. All you're doing is saving money with that offer, but I don't care what it is. Give me a shot at it, and I'll beat them by $1,000, apples to apples. I will beat anybody's price by $1,000, apples to apples. I don't care if it's a kit, I don't care if it's a bill. Give it to me, let me compete. All you're doing is saving money with that offer, but I don't care what it is. Give me a shot at it, and I'll beat them by $1,000, apples to apples. I will beat anybody's price by $1,000, apples to apples. I don't care if it's a kit, I don't care if it's a bill. Give it to me, let me compete. All you're doing is saving money with that offer, but I don't care what it is. Give me a shot at it, and I'll beat them by $1,000, apples to apples. I will beat anybody's price by $1,000, apples to apples. I don't care if it's a kit, I don't care if it's a bill. Give it to me, let me compete. All you're doing is saving money with that offer, but I don't care what it is. Give me a shot at it, and I'll beat them by $1,000, apples to apples. I will beat anybody's price by $1,000, apples to apples. I don't care if it's a kit, I don't care if it's a bill. Give it to me, let me compete. All you're doing is saving money with that offer, but I don't care what it is. Give me a shot at it, and I'll beat them by $1,000, apples to apples. I will beat anybody's price by $1,000, apples to apples. I don't care if it's a kit, I don't care if it's a bill. Give it to me, let me compete. All you're doing is saving money with that offer, but I don't care what it is. Give me a shot at it, and I'll beat them by $1,000, apples to apples. I will beat anybody's price by $1,000, apples to apples. I don't care if it's a kit, I don't care if it's a bill. Give it to me, let me compete. All you're doing is saving money with that offer, but I don't care what it is. Give me a shot at it, and I'll beat them by $1,000, apples to apples. I will beat anybody's price by $1,000, apples to apples. I don't care if it's a kit, I don't care if it's a bill. Give it to me, let me compete. All you're doing is saving money with that offer, but I don't care what it is. Give me a shot at it.